preseason top 10. Golf Channel's Brentley Romine putting this list together. Strong names. Stanford at the top. There you see Duke, Dan Brooks' team, always a tough out. Florida Gators sneaking into the top 10 for our preseason top 10. Burko, I tell you, Stanford continues to build a strong program year in and year out. Will they be strong again?
Oh, yes, they will, Damon. Rinse and repeat when we talk about the start of the season. Stanford, clearly the best team in the country, the top 6 back from that program a year ago that lost to Northwestern, as you just showed, in the national championship match. Let me give you a stat that might knock you on your seat. The starting 5 for the Stanford Cardinal have an average world amateur golf ranking of 7.2. 7.2 for the top 5 at Stanford. And how about this summer? Many of them had. Megagane won the U.S. Women's Amateur. Paula Martin San Pedro won the British Amateur and the European Ladies. Finished 8th at the AIG Women's Open, low amateur there. Maya Ortengren won on the Ladies European Tour. But you know what? All that means is nothing. They start at number 1. There are no guarantees. They didn't lose a stroke play event last year, but they didn't win a national title. If not Stanford, Texas, veteran team led by Farrah O'Keefe and Lauren Kim. Oregon, we've learned anything. Derek Radley, their head coach, will have them ready. And when you've got Kiara Romero on that team, certainly doesn't hurt. And keep an eye on Texas A&M. A little bit of a down season a year ago. I expect the Aggies to be front and center, a top 10 team as this season moves on.
Well, you mentioned Kiara Romero. She's a name that golf fans are continuing to hear more and more. Plays for the Oregon Ducks, was named a first-team All-American in her freshman and sophomore seasons. She made her LPGA debut in that U.S. Open in 2024, where she fired a final round 67, the lowest final round score by an amateur in history. She currently holds the top spot in the world amateur golf ranking. So how about a look at some preseason All-Americans? There's Kiara, number 1. You mentioned Paula Martin San Pedro, a couple of Stanford Cardinals, Megagane. I mean, you got Farrah O'Keefe from UT. I mean, Leanne Maliksi, Jasmine Koo. I mean, these players are absolute standouts, but I want to know who stands out to you on this list.
I'm going to be right there with Brentley at number 1. Kiara Romero, an absolute star, physically gifted, insanely talented. I believe she is destined for big things. She won the Girls Junior in 2023. And I think she got a big monkey off her back where she went through a stretch late in 24, early in the 25 in college and amateur events where she finished runner-up on 5 different occasions. How did she get over that mountain? She won the Big Tens. She won the regionals. I think you're going to continue to hear Kiara Romero's name. But if not her, I am excited to see how the Duke freshman Leanne Maliksi does her first semester in Durham. She lost to Romero in that girls' junior championship match 2 years ago. But what did she do in 2024, Damon? One of the best summers of amateur golf we've ever seen. She won the girls' junior. She backed it up 3 weeks later, winning the U.S. Women's Amateur, was the co-medalist at the Women's Amateur this year. She was out, though, for a few months earlier in the year, a back issue. Every indication is that was a one-off kind of thing, because if Leanne Maliksi is healthy, the potential of having that Rose Zhang-like impact, I believe, as a newcomer in college golf.